Since retiring in 2023, I have started playing golf, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I did play for a few months when I was a teenager, and then again when I was about 40, but I didn't have the time or inclination to play very much. But now I do. The problem with taking up a sport in your 60s is that you quickly find that your body is less flexible than it once was, and that learning new skills takes longer than it once did. Out in the course, it wasn't long before those words from Romans 7 came to mind. I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Romans chapter 7 and verse 15. Try as I did, and I did try hard, I'd find myself repeatedly hitting the ground behind the ball, hitting the ball off the heel of the club, and missing putt after putt after putt. I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do what I want. This Bible verse is part of a passage that explores the idea that sin dwells within people, and that the law is good because it shows the gap between what people want to do and what they actually do. When you stand on the tee on a golf course, you see a luscious, grassy fairway stretched out before you, guiding you to where you want to go, namely the green. But look again, and you see hazards to left and right, bunkers, bushes, long grass, trees, and even water hazards, all waiting to trap either the novice or the experienced golfer. Trees to the left, gorse bushes to the right, the sun glistening on the water in front of you, and a stiff breeze waiting to blow your ball off course. All that is needed is a shot straight down the middle. What could possibly go wrong? When surveying these hazards, once again the words of Jesus come to mind. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. Matthew 7 and verse 13. A Christian disciple is called to follow the narrow way and to avoid the bad choices and temptations in life that lead to destruction. An experienced golfer will make good choices when negotiating their way around a particular course and avoid as many mistakes as they possibly can. But we are all human. Golf has been described as a game of misses. The person who misses the least is going to win. We are all flawed human beings. We all make mistakes. But Christians seek to walk in step with the Spirit and to follow Jesus, to keep to the straight and narrow, and to resist temptation. One temptation when you see others struggle and make mistakes on a golf course is for you to offer them unsolicited advice as to how they could improve. Most of the time, they will probably not want the advice of a self-appointed expert. Once again, one is reminded of the words of Jesus. First, take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 5. Finally, I have found that golf is good at keeping you humble. You may practice religiously and even begin to get better, but every time you become complacent and think you've got it sussed, you find yourself sliding back into bad habits or finding new faults you never even knew you had. Once again, the teaching of the Bible comes to mind. Do not think of yourself more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment, in accordance with the faith that God has distributed to each of you. Romans 12 and verse 3. Thank you for listening to this light-hearted reflection. But there is a serious side to this. The truths of the Christian faith inform every aspect of our lives, our work and our play, our friendships and our family life, our church life and our various roles in the community. I wonder, how has your Christian faith informed your life this week? Please feel free to share this reflection with anyone you know who likes golf. God bless you.